Hello friends, in this video tutorial we discuss about the pagination in servlet. Suppose that we have a database and that database contains the table and that table contains the 1000 records. Loading all the records in a single page may take time. So it is always recommended to create the pagination. To divide the large number of records into the multi parts, this is called the pagination. And let's see with practical. Here I am using here the Eclipse as ID, and just I am using the MySQL as a database in my example. I just click on the file and then new and click on the dynamic web project. A dialog box will be displayed here and simply write here the paging demo and demo 1 and click on the next. Check the generate web.xml deployment descriptor and then click on the finish. My project is displayed here and simply explore it. It is taking little time. And just I explore the resources and right click on the src and create a class new and click on the class and just I write my class name as EMP and click on the finish. My class is created here and I'm just copy this code and paste here. I'm just declaring 3 variables ID, name and salary, and this is the column of my database table EMP and ID, name, salary, and just I select it and click on the getter and setters, check all these and click on the OK. This will create the all getter and setter method of ID, name and salary, and just I cut it and paste here. Okay, I'm just creating all the getter and setter method of the ID, name and salary and save it. Okay, and I create my another class EMPDEO and then click on the finish. Okay, and here I want to create my methods that retrieve the data from the database. And just I write it here all the code, so I copy and paste here. Okay, I need here to import java.sql package here. Okay, and then dot star terminated with semicolon, and next I import the java.util package and then terminated with semicolon. Okay, look here, within the class of EMPDEO I simply creating here the get connection method, and the return type of the method is connection, and the type of method is static, so I don't need to create the object of the EMPDEO. I directly call the with the help of dot operator EMPDEO.getConnection anywhere in the project, And within the body of the get connection, I simply creating here the object of the connection as a con and provide the null value or assign the null value into the con. Within the try, I just calling here the class.forName. ForName method we are using for register the driver class. This is the code of JDBC, Java Database Connectivity, and here I am using the MySQL driver, simply passing here the driver class, and in the next line I am calling here the get connection method of the driver manager class, and get connection method taking 3 arguments: database URL. I am just giving here the my database URL and my database as a test, name of my database as a test, and this is the user ID and password. In my case, the user ID is root and the password is root, and the get connection method return the connection, and this all information is stored into the connection object con. And with the help of return keyword, I just return the connection con object to the get connection method. In the next, I am creating here another methods get records, and the return type of the method is list, and just passing here the emp as a database data type, and emp class as a data type, and the method get records also static type, so we don't need to create the object of the empdbo class, and just I need here to with the class name, with the help of dot operator, we can call the get records in the project anywhere. Just I save it within the tribe. In the next line here, I am just creating the object of the array list as a list, passing here the emp as a data type. Within the try, I just calling the get connection method. Get connection method simply provide the all connection information to the con object, and here I am using the prepared statement and creating here the object ps, and con.prepared statement I am simply calling here the prepared statement, passing here the query select star from emp. This is select all the records from the emp table, I just giving here the limit, and this is the limit query for limited the records. In my case, I simply want to display 5 records at a time. So due to this, I am passing here the 2 arguments, start and total. Total decide how many records you want to display. Suppose that I am giving the value of total as a 5. Then the 5 record display at a time, and start decide from where to start the record. If you are passing here the 1, then it will come here start as a 1 subtract by 1. This is exclusive, so 1 minus 1 is 0, but record displayed from 1, and the value of total is 5. So this query display the 1 to 5 records onto the screen. If you are passing here the 6, then 6 subtract 1, value is 5. It is exclusive, so record display 6 to 10. Okay, and just come to next line. I am using here the execute query. Execute query simply return all the information to rs, object of the result set, store all the information in the rs, and with the help of while I am passing here the condition rs.next. The result set have a method next. This is return true if the record found. If no record, then it is return the false. So this loop is continue until it find the record, and next method return the true. If not find the record into the database, so it will return the false. The loop will be terminate on that case. Within the body, I simply passing here the object as creating here the emp class object e, and calling here the set id, set name, and set salary method here, and As an argument I am passing here the rs.getInt as a 1, means this code simply retrieve the ID from the database, and that is the first column in the table. This is the name, second column of the database, and this is the salary, third column of the database table, and set into the ID, name and salary. Okay, and all the information is stored into the object empe. So I just add all the information into the list. First time loop execute, all the first records store into the E, and then next record the control come here and simply a new object is created and store the next record information into the E object, and all the record is stored into the list. And just I am closing here the connection and return here the list, because the return type of the get record is the list. Okay, and I save it. I just come here and I just come here, web content, right click, create a new HTML file. Just I am write here the index.html and then finish. I just open the notepad and copy this code and paste here and save it. When the user click on the view implies, I am just using here the anchor tag, passing here the URL of the servlet and URL rewriter I am using here. The page variable store the value as a 1. When the user click on the view implies, the page store the value and go to view servlet. Just I copy. I need here to create a servlet, so I just click on the new, create here the servlet. I am giving here my class name as a view servlet, and then click on the next and finish. Okay, and save it. Come to here and just I copy all the code and paste here within the doGet method. Save it. I need here to import the java.io package, because the print writer is inside the java.io package. So I just import, and I need here import java.util.start, because the array list is stored or the list is stored into the collection, and this collection is simply use the java.util package. And okay, I explain this step by step. I am using the print writer class and create here the out object of the print writer and just calling here the get writer. And with the help of this out object, we can write any information onto the browser or using the HTML with the help of print method. Just here I am declaring a variable as page ID and requesting the get parameter as a page parameter. And when the user click on the view imply, the page store the value 1, and this value assign as page ID with the help of request.get parameter. And just here I am converting into the page ID into the integer variable. Integer, just store the value as a 1 into the page ID. Converting here the using integer.parseInt. Here I am declaring a total variable and assigning the 5 value, means I want to display 5 records at a time. In the next I am giving here the condition. If the page ID is 1, I am just leaving here the blank, and if the condition is false, then control come into the else part and just subtract the 1 value from the page ID and store into the page ID. And here I write here the page ID star total plus 1, means if the value is 2, then multiply by 5 and plus add 1, means 11 value stored into the page ID. Come to next line. I am just calling here the get records method, passing here the 2 argument page ID and total. Store all the get records, the return type of the get recorded list. So I just store all the information into the list type variable object, and in the next line I am using the out.print and just using the heading h1 label page number and display the value of page ID onto the browser, onto the page. Out.print, in the next line I am using the out.print, and just within the print I write here the table, using the table, giving here the border as a 1 and cell padding 4 and width say 60%, terminated with semicolon. And in the next line I am using the tr table row, 3 ts table heading ID, name and salary. In the next line I am using the for loop and simply giving here the resource as a list, just passing all the information to object of the emp class e, and within the body I simply write here the out.print and using the tr table row and first column first td getting just e.getID, calling the e.getID method, just calling the getID method with the help of object emp class object e, and display the id here, close it. And in the second td I calling the get name method, simply print the name, and in the third td I just calling the get salary, they display the simply salary of the employee, and td close and tr close. This is dynamic, means if the database contain 5 records, then it will display dynamically create the 5 row and display the records. And here I am close the table, and here I write out.print and simply using the giving here the 1 2 3, this is the paging. If you here click on the 1, then display the first 5 records, click on the 2, display the next 5 records, and click on the 3, display the next 5 records. Okay, and then save it. Okay, and come to index page, again save it, and right click and run on server, and then finish. Okay, Tomcat is starting here. It simply display the index page into the browser. Okay, look here, I just click on the but before clicking the view I just want to explain the my database, but you can watch the record. I simply click on the view, look here, ID, name and salary. I need here, there is a exception. Okay, I just need to MySQL connector. I forget it, so I just copy MySQL connector and copy and paste into lib folder. Okay, add to build path. I just right click and build path, add to build path. Okay, and then save it. Okay, before this I simply explain my SQL because I need here to database and table. I just open my SQL, connect it, I created here a test object, test database and a table EMP previously, and just I right click and view the data, and I store all the data into the EMP table. So all these data displayed on my project. First time 1 to 5 records and second time 6 and 7. So I just come here, save it and run it. Finish. Okay. My index page is running, and just click on the view employees. I click on the view employees. My first 5 record displayed here, and just click on the second. In the next, in my database only 2 records available. So because the total number of record is 7, in the first time it display the 5 records, and in the second time it display the 2 records. Thank you friend. Please subscribe my channel and like my video. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks a lot.